We're Sexy After 30. I'm Michelle.
And I'm KoCo.
And we're on Diva Whispers.
Okay, ladies, so tell us how you got started.
I was actually contacted by KoCo to come into one of the television stations that she was doing a segment on to be one of her models. And from that point, we kind of got together, started talking, and come up with the group for Sexy After 30. And that's where it started.
Actually, we were supposed to be naked. That's what we decided to do. We both said that we thought that a lot of times you see all type of models there in their 20s and they always showing their little cute little sexy bodies. And we just said, I saw Michelle and I said I couldn't believe her age. She told me she was 37. And I said, we need to do a calendar with just all of us beautiful ladies over 30. And we just said we wanted to be naked on them so we can let them know, but it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, it changed a little bit. It changed a little bit. Well, we had a good photographer. As I said, we brought in Derek Brown, and he made sure everything was very tasteful. And actually, his photo is kind of what jumped everything off for us.
Right.
So we did pretty good with that shoot and released the calendar. And then from there, we started building up, started doing T-shirts, and that started selling like crazy. And now we're going into the jean line, and we're going to create the magazine that will be released on January 15th.
And just to answer Michelle, that photo did add on to us and made us very large on Facebook, where we became very popular on Facebook as well. Now it's worldwide. It's a great thing. It's the worldwide. And it happened to be that Chicago and Detroit was our #1 cities, and I think it's because they celebrate more of the over 30 crowd. So yeah, we started out with we had like 29,000 in 2010, and now we're
Close to half a million.
I would say it's more than a million. I think Facebook may be cheating us because our number's been staying the same for a little bit too long.
But thank you to Diva Whispers for their stories that they too. But it's been real successful, and we're happy about it.
Right.
So tell us about your adversaries, the things that you've been going through. We'll put you guys together.
The things that, and that's the thing, when we first started out, we basically said that we were just going to do a calendar, we were going to all be a nude. And after shooting with Derek Brown and coming up with great concepts, we all talked to each other and just said, you know what, we figured out we all share something in common, and that was adversities. Well, that's the thing, usually when you get over the age of 30, you tend to let yourself go, especially if you've been through some type of adversity. And so that was our concept, to say, just because you're over 30, you don't have to look it. Just because you're in your 40s, you don't have to look it. Just because you're in your 50s, you don't have to look it. And if that adversity tore you down, then the great thing that we felt like with just a little bit of makeup and photography can really boost up your self-esteem and make you feel all beautiful again, basically brand new.
Exactly.
Now, can you each tell us your story?
Mine, I was actually married for a while, went through domestic abuse, was able to get out of that and just recreate myself, period. Know the difference, able to encourage different women and able to help them see the signs as far as what they need to do. Instead of wasting so many years staying into the same situation. So we have been able to help quite a few ladies get out of that situation.
And with me, a whole bunch of different things. I once was homeless. A lot of people don't know that. As well as me being homeless, just being a stage 3 breast cancer survivor. And so that right there, a lot of people don't understand. It could really kind of bring you down with your self-esteem. Not only, with Michelle with her physical abuse, and then with me with breast cancer and being homeless and other little things. We just said, you know what, why not just show the world and inspire people and motivate them by sharing our stories, and maybe it would help another lady who's sitting there and who's lost all hope and looking for something to rebuild herself with. And maybe she could see, hey, if this lady's been through 18 years of physical abuse, if this lady has been through stage 3 cancer and has been homeless, and they still could continue to carry themselves like this, then I can get back up as well and start back over and rebuild the inside of me as well as the outside.
What advice would you give the ladies over 30 that wants to be successful or that's been through a lot of stuff, that's trying to get out? What advice would you give them?
Well, I'm going to let her go first. I got a good one, but it's a little bit different.
It's really just take a look at yourself. Really know you. Learn to love you. That's the biggest thing. Because you can love everybody else. If they're not loving you back, then it kind of tears you down. So kind of put yourself first. Take a little bit of time to yourself and know you. Get to know you and what's special about you, and love yourself. And that way you'll be able to share it. that helps a lot.
Yeah. And mine, I would say, I made mine a little bit more fun, just to add on what she's saying. But a lot of times, to reinvent myself, I just became different alter egos. And so it was, you know, maybe Catherine that I made up that was homeless. Maybe it was the KoCo that had stage 3 breast cancer. But then you meet me, which is I'm KoCo. KoCo never been through all of those things. And so I think that sometimes, you know, you have to do that in reinventing yourself. Maybe alter egos or something that would help you. And that would be the woman that said, you know what, I'm not going to take any of that and get right back up.
Awesome. Okay. Well, 2013 is a big year for everyone. Everyone's saying 2013 is their year. So what changes are you planning to make for 2013?
Right now, we do have the book release that's coming out on January the 15th, and we have the jean line that's getting ready to come out, as well as some other things that's working in progress. So it's a little bit steps here and there, but we want to make sure everything is done right. So it's pretty much like a step each month that we're working on.
Yeah, it took us, I think it just really took us so fast. We never thought that basically like starting this up that we would be so huge so quickly and so vastly worldwide this way. And it's almost like we're doing something that no one has ever done before. And so I think it's just like we really don't know which way to go. We just like, hey, since we have so many fans, since we have so many people, and then it's over 30 is a forever thing. Once you get over 30, it's forever. So we're trying to find things that would help lift up women, just well as a jean line. Our jean line would have something to lift your butt in it, as well as going to make you look a little slender, as well as the high rise instead of the low rise. But it's not going to look as if the homemaker jeans that they have out here. You still can look a little bit young. You still look sexy in them, and you know, coming out with different cosmetic products, you know, different colors that can, you know, make your face look a lot younger, the cheek thing as we call it. And as well, like she said, the book, and I think with the book it's going to be so great because it's something that's never been done before, where you see all these beautiful women who are going to share their stories, and they're going to go deep into stories. I know we have one lady who's going to talk about her being beat down with a hammer and left to be dead. Another lady who's going to talk about her children, how they were molested, you know, by a family member. It's just, but when you see the pictures of these ladies and they say how they got back up, that is like the most amazing thing. So we're waiting for all these little TV shows. I mean, to actually call. I mean, I'll tell Michelle, I said, I think this book is maybe I know if people watch the show, I Survived. It's the I Survived book. Yeah.
So how do they contact you? How do people that want to get involved in 6 After 30? I know there's a lot of chapters in every state. So how do they reach you? How can they reach you? Your contacts, your Twitter,
Okay, Facebook? You can actually find our product on Facebook, or either go to companycasuals.com/sexyafter30. We'll actually have the jean line on Facebook as well. Same website, and you can find us on Twitter at sexyafter30. 6F30 is the username actually.
And that's Company Casuals with an S.com /sexyafter30. Yeah. And so, and we're super excited about this book, aren't we?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
This book is going to be hot, super hot, super different, super inspiring, super motivating. Super
it'll be great.
Sexy.
It'll be great. And like she said, it'll be something that's never been done before. So hopefully we'll be going worldwide with this one.
Yeah. Well, we're already worldwide.
Yeah, with the book though.
Okay.
Yeah, in the stores.
Yeah. We'll have a publisher. Publishers, you need to grab on. That's going to make killing and selling. Reality show, networks. Hello. We won't be doing a lot of fighting. Maybe a little spatting. Maybe a little spatting, but I think it's time for something, you know, different on the shows right now. On the reality shows, I think they need something like that because, you know, people that's over 30, there's nothing out there to help us celebrate that age. It's just like they let us go, and everybody let themselves go, and it's just
so it'll be different.
Yeah.